What's up, everybody? So, I wanted to come on here to do this important video. Um, I'm out of breath because I just ran up my stairs. My name is Erica, and I wanted to, um, excuse me. I wanted to release this testimony because I feel like a lot of people could get something out of it. How Jesus showed up in my life. I can't catch my breath. This sickness is just so this sickness is just so like bad, bro. Okay, so I was always a sensitive child growing up. If anybody just like said anything to mean to me, I would just like instantly start crying. Like I was just a crybaby. I was just, and but it wasn't always like taken care of. Okay, so me now that I'm a parent, I came into this world like not having like somebody say, "Oh, like don't cry, like what's wrong?" Like I think that they even, I mean, this is gonna sound mean, but I think that sometimes like grown-ups, I hear it a lot. There's not a lot of stuff talked about, a lot of stuff that is not talked about. And I'm willing to talk about stuff because um there was a generation that liked being mean to children. I'm just gonna say it like that. Like, and then it makes you feel like some people were being like doing stuff to children, and then like making. But it's a disgusting thing because like I feel like I was the end of that. You know what I mean? Like I watched it happen and then I did it. But whenever I had my own kids, whenever you have your own kids, it should give you a different type of perspective of this world, of this life, everything like that. And so like my youngest son, I think that my other kids were sensitive too, but like I just didn't like pick up on it. And so but whenever, and then me and my older children, we just been through so much like stuff that I don't think I was able to like pay attention that much. So whenever I had my youngest son, he's 3.5 now, but whenever he was little, um I can't remember what I was doing, but I was like doing something to like I think I was like doing something. I can't remember what I was doing to him. But then he just like he just like goes into like this sensitive like cry, and I was like, "Oh my gosh." Like it just opened my eyes to like a whole new perspective because our children, like it's not to like be like toughen up and behave and shut up and all this and that, but to comfort them through like their sensitive emotions and stuff. And I didn't have that, but with me being a mother and seeing that within my own children was how I was able to like recognize this thing that I'm talking about. There's a guy that is talking about then he's a part of the Nephilim bloodline, and he's talking about his grandpa would do like evil stuff to him and then like pretend to like save him, and then so like you that bond would grow, or like he would feel like entitled to him. And that's the stuff that I'm talking about, is like, and nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to, you know, say anything about that. I try to show respect to like my grandpa and my grandma and everything, and stuff like that. But everybody had their faults. Everybody had their hurts, their hangups, the stuff that they done. And does that mean that you should condemn them for that? No, I don't believe that. And I think we should leave the judgment up to God. But anyway, so basically this is my whole testimony. I wasn't loved. I had my grandpa. My great grandma took care of us when we were super little. I barely remember her, barely. And um but you know, So anyway, I felt as I grew older and everything, I never was fulfilled with love. And then so when you don't get it as a child, and I'm sure a lot of us have not got it as a child, you know. So you grow up and you go searching for it. Unbeknownst to you, that's what you're searching for. But in reality, we're searching for Jesus alone. Like, I believe maybe our human existence is for our journey back to him, you know, through our mess and our tragedies and our traumas and everything. It's all an invitation to, hey, like, bring it to me. I can help you work through that, you know, stuff like that. And it's a holy, wholesome, intimate, sweet, loving care. That's what it is. And you can't find that here on this earth. You can go looking for it. You can think that it's out there, you know. It's about Jesus. It's not about your business, your finances, your family, your parents, your children, your grandparents. It's not about that. It's about him. And so anyway, I went through this world like seeking love, but also like being on drugs. I was in the rut of self-hatred, couldn't find it, you know. I always thought that like one day, but mind you, like you have people in the back end, not if you I'm not saying everybody because I can't say that. Like, can I just like look at a lot of people and be like, oh, I bet you that they're under witchcraft because, like, you know, like I think God, like, he confounds the wise. Like, if we think we just like walk this earth, we just know so much about everybody and like, oh, they're going through that, or I bet she's like this and he's like that and this and that and this and that. I was like that. I was like that, and that is hypocritical to say that because I always had like this feeling of like, oh, it's like this and like that, and so one-sided, and God would be like, no, it's actually not, it's like this, you know, and it's like, oh damn, you know. So so we always have to be careful what we think and how we treat people, how we think and look at situations. It doesn't matter if like the majority of like this person, this situation is whatever it is. It doesn't even matter. God will confound the wise if we think that we're more wise or anything like that. But anyway, so I was searching for love in all the wrong places. All the while, certain people were doing stuff in the back end, but I don't think that I was ready for it anyway. Meaning, like, I was on drugs. I didn't have a clue. I thought that, okay, I gotta stop doing the drugs, and that's why like this evil affliction is happening to me. That's why I just gotta stop the drugs. I stopped the drugs. It wasn't the drugs. It wasn't until 3 weeks ago, mind you, I'm on this journey. 21 years old, 10 years, 10-year cycle. 21 to 31 years old. 10 years. That's a whole 10 years, bro. Living afflicted. So now breaking the soul tie. Breaking soul ties. And it doesn't matter if it's just your ex. It could be any kind of unequal soul tie. Like maybe you had a friend that you were a friend with this person, male or female, for a long time. And they were dark and had a lot of trauma, you know, and you have to unyoke yourself from that person spiritually, because sharing, people think that just laying down and having like intimacy and a sexual exchange with somebody is the only type of soul tie. No, it's not. It's like you and your friend are just like getting mad at each other, then getting back, or then being nice again, then now you guys aren't talking, then now you're talking, and then it's like, oh well, and then you guys are just like, you know, it's like a covenant that you're making, you know. So we have to be breaking all those unequal soul ties. It doesn't mean we're better and they're less than. It just means that at this time in my life, we're not on the same path, you know what I mean? And I pray that you would come to know Jesus, because I can't say, oh, I want you to come on my path. No, I believe we all have different paths, but back to the sensitivity thing and me being a child and everything, I felt unloved. I felt like misplaced, outcasted, misjudged, everybody just misjudging. Um, I didn't understand the warfare that I was going through. And then I met Jesus and everything changed. Everything. Like, he made me feel, he still continues. It will never go away. He made me feel like I love you. I welcome you. And that was enough for me. And like I said, like, his love is not like any human love. Like, you get in a relationship with somebody, they get mad, they're gone. You know, you get in a relationship with somebody, you don't like something about them, you leave. You know what I mean? So he's nothing like I've ever experienced in love. He's always there, always there. So yeah, there's your 11 minutes. Bye.